Hi there everyone, I'm Saphiria and this is Gamer 50 Plus. We're doing the Play and Explore series tonight where we just look at games and how we can play them easier or utilise them for our more difficult play. So I'm just checking that this stream is actually working, so just bear with me. Alright. Now I can see the chat here tonight, so a little bit better than last time. Getting better at this because I am a beginner and just like to share with you what I've learned and some of the games that I enjoy playing. So State of Decay has several modes that you can play in, from easy to, well, let's say, I think it says something like if you really want to punish yourself, which is probably true. Very difficult, which is the lethal zone. So if we just press into campaign, and we want to start a new community, we are going to play the tutorial, okay? So that you get to see what that is like and what you can learn from it. Now, a lot of people just go in and choose characters and skip the tutorial, but it is worth, just experiencing what the storyline of the game is, and, it gives you a bit of a feel too for what it was all about in the first place. If you haven't played number one, then you won't kind of have the background that some players will have, so this is a good thing to do anyway, just to experience it. Plus, when you do the tutorial, you begin with 4 people, which means you can go to a larger base faster than if you start with only 3, which is when you roll characters, or, as I'm going to show you tonight, import characters. Okay, so let's get started. Now I hope you can see me and hear me on this stream tonight. I'm just going to double check that we are in fact live and everything's happening. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So I'm going to be watching you here on the chat. Just click into that. There we go, so that I can see this chat room. And hopefully I don't forget to look at it, right? Because I've got to get used to doing that. So let's replay tutorial. Just means that I've played it before, and we're going to go just for the full green zone. Now you can customize your settings in this game. If you go to custom settings, you can have a look at each of these difficulty levels and what they do, but for tonight we just want to go into everything green zone so that we can experience what that's like. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to go to tutorial and go to straight down the line green zone. We want to accept. Just wait a moment while that gets itself sorted. No, we're not going to go with any favours or anything like that, so let's just continue. So when you do the tutorial, you get to choose from a variety of characters. Let's have a look. We can go the old buddies. You're bailing a friend out of trouble since middle school, and even though you're reasonably certain he did not cause the apocalypse, he hasn't exactly been helpful since it started, so possibly a little lazy. Okay, so there's these fellows here. The perpetual breakup. You and your girlfriend have dated and split up at least 10 times. Yeah, that's a fair bit. No matter how bad the breakup, you always manage to rekindle the spark. So there could be a bit of arguing in that one. You can have a look at their skills though. And we've got someone with chemistry there and someone with good cardio. The odd couple. If not for the zombies, you would never have found love. The two of you met in the woods, survivors from different worlds with no homes to go back to. Though your roads might never have crossed, you are now inseparable. As you approach an army refugee camp, you hope the same apocalypse that brought you together doesn't tear you apart. There's a story. Okay, so we've got someone with gardening. Nihilist is not a particularly good trait that Tim has there. Adrenaline junkie, well, that could be a potentially is just not afraid of taking risks and doesn't hesitate in fights. So I'll probably want to ride fast cars or something like that too. Who knows? Okay, so who else have we got? The Surly siblings. Now we have someone here with mechanics, which I like particularly because it means that you can make toolkits for your cars straight away. You don't have to keep on going around trying to find them somewhere. So you can make those from home as long as you have enough parts. So we might go with Jessica and Tim. So we do have a nihilist here, Jessica. This could be an interesting, a little bit of interesting dialogue going on, but let's just go with these two. Okay.
Shit!
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Gotta hurry!
Damn, what is that stuff? It's like its whole body is an open wound.
We should keep moving. No telling how long that gate's gonna last.
Okay, from this point you can move your character about.
So
For some reason,
this was a good idea.
okay,
Armies
and
in here. They've gotta have food to share.
left button, a sprint, it'll give you some, you can press down on the left toggle to crouch. And if you hit the B button, you can move a little bit faster along while you're in crouch or sneak. X to attack, there you go.
There shouldn't be zombies
So
inside
X.
the fences, right?
Better question?
And B for
Where are all
dodge.
the people?
Oh wait, they can't all be gone.
They sure left a lot of stuff behind. This is just what I was hoping to find. No, really.
So you can run through here if you want, or you can just go in sneak like I am. Look for anything flashing, like with a little container icon, and just click on it with the Y for search. You can fast search, but at your own risk, because it means you can make noise.
I was just thinking how much I needed that.
You can tell how much noise you're making by looking at the mini-map as you move and jump and so on. I don't know if you can see it there, but you can just see a flicker. But watch when I when I fight this zombie, you'll see there's a little bit of noise.
Keep your eyes open. I bet
Okay,
you can
so
find a
what's
better
that?
weapon here somewhere.
Okay, see that? You're automatically equipped with a knife. So, yeah. You can still fight even if you don't have the weapon. Use the A button to kick the zombie away from you.
This is just what I was hoping to find. No, really.
Now, those are stamina items, so if you run out of stamina, you can take one of those. Let's see if we can sneak around and get these ones. Okay, it looks like our item is over there. There's nothing here. Just check in. Hopefully you can hear me clearly enough. All right.
Maybe my idea to explore the camp wasn't so good after all.
Too many Z's behind us to go back now. Might as well keep looking around.
You should definitely find a better weapon than your knife.
Okay, something just there. And something here. Hopefully in this one. Let's see.
Not often you find something that'll come in handy.
Okay, so you just hit the X button there to equip that. And we can, in fact, the down button on the D-pad will bring up your menu. Now you can have a look at the character there. See, the Nihilist trait gives -3 morale, which is, yeah, not particularly good, but in the green zone doesn't matter as much because everything is a lot easier and characters don't get upset as fast. So, back to here. We don't want to be carrying a broken bat. There's really no point, so we can just drop that. You do have weight penalties in this game, so be mindful of how much your character is carrying because they cannot fight as well if they are becoming overweight or if they're carrying
Popular back at base.
if they're carrying a fair bit. They're going to not be able to move as fast, they'll tire faster, and so on. Okay, not seeing anything else here. I think we're clear. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. I think that was it. No, I didn't miss anything. Okay. No retreat.
Look at that. Even after this long, people kept hoping to find their families again.
Yeah, just like Mom hoping you'd come home when she got sick. Didn't happen either.
I had a job and a life, unlike some people.
Somebody had to take care of her. Sure wasn't gonna be you.
I'm not getting into this again. Not now.
They're arguing already. Okay, the retreat is wrong. We took an oath to protect these people. We cannot abandon them in their hour of need. Join our cause. Save our nation. We are the Red Talon. Advertising. Okay. Oh, we've still got one hanging around. Okay.
Happy birthday to me.
Three. Okay. Okay, sneak up and hit the Y button to execute. That one's seamless, I think. Yeah. Four, huh? sound effects. Okay. So get used to being in sneak. Green zones are
Now
great.
that's worth crawling through the mud for.
Green zone's heaps of fun, but it's also a good place to kind of practice everything. You're fighting and learning how to manage your enclave and all the rest. So, yeah.
Fuck me.
He feels very strongly about that. All right. Now, I don't think there is any way to stop this next bit happening. I've tried, and I'm sure other people have. So, hi there, Dudist. How you doing? So, this next bit that happens is supposed to happen because it's part of the story. Okay? So don't beat yourself up about it. You won't be able to stop it. All right? This is supposed to happen.
What is this place?
Now, you do have a torch.
Creepy as fuck. That's
You
what.
stand and fight. Okay, to activate your torch, the top of the north D button. Okay, on the Xbox controller. All right, well, he's looking around, so we might as well just get on with it because it's going to happen anyway.
Locked.
Yeah. Here you are.
Looks just like the gooey one we saw outside the gate.
And it bit me. Now I got gunk all over my shirt.
Now that is a tragedy.
Yep. You messed up your shirt. Terrible. Okay. Okay, so you can look in all these rooms, but the loot is beyond, so we've got to keep going.
Happy birthday to me.
Okay, you have the guidelines. You can take it or leave it. You can actually sell these.
I
So
guess even a zombie apocalypse can't stop red tape.
Shit, this bite is really itching.
You always did fuss over every little scratch.
where's that other? There's another little outside area. Must just be down here.
Oh my god. What the hell happened here?
Jesus. Fuck.
Okay, so just want to kill these ones off.
Oh, what a mess.
Is it just me, or did it suddenly get really hot?
Maybe we can find you some medicine if we keep looking.
Okay. Okay, we should find you
Sounds
some
good.
meds. Just like that. Yeah, so you can see outside. There's quite a few hanging around out there. Pretty sure we're safe in here.
Best find of the day. That'll come in handy.
I can't give him anything just yet, so... Now, if you come out here, I think there's something. Yes, there it is.
This is useful, but it won't do anything for that fever.
just gather as much as we can for now.
Yo, that's a lot of zombies.
We can get past them if we're quiet.
Okay, so it's saying it has a little tutorial on how to crouch, why to stealth execute, which is what I was showing you earlier. Now, if you're really, really confident, you can actually, there's a screamer here, which is actually, oh, hello. There's a screamer which is going to scream anyway. At your own leisure, if you want to go through and kill all those, you can. Let's just move through this tutorial. So this guy,
Hey, get your butts over to the ladder!
Go, go, go!
yes ma'am.
What are you two doing? Not supposed to be any civilians here.
We thought the army might have food. Where did everyone go?
Whoever's still in charge shut it down, pulled everybody out. The army's gone, kiddo. Lucky for you, I stuck around to keep an eye out for anyone left behind.
Oh, fuck, I feel terrible. I just want to lay down and die.
Hon, you don't look so good.
My brother was bitten. I think it's infected. Got any medicine?
I've seen this before. You need something special. Go find the doc over at the S&B.
Okie dokie.
Tell him I sent you.
So, descending ladders.
Hey, there aren't supposed to be any civilians left in the camp. I always knew she was a softie. What do you need?
My brother is sick. I think it might be serious.
Uh-huh. You'd better come with me.
This is like the one that bit me. What's wrong with it?
We call it the blood plague. It's contagious to humans, and it takes you while you're still alive.
Are you saying that's what's gonna happen to me?
Well, probably, but maybe not. Hey, you! Come here.
Alright.
You have a flashlight. Look for a sample case in there and bring me whatever you find.
So when you go in here, it says,
I've been researching blood plague with some other civilians. We found a cure that works if you use it soon after infection. The army took our lab when they left, but they didn't get everything.
Happy birthday to me.
Did you find it? No cure? Damn. I'll need an infirmary to culture a new dose.
Hey, Doc, shit's getting bad out there. Thanks to all the noise, the Zeds are swarming the perimeter. This camp is done for. It's time for us to go. All of us.
You know I can't leave Jamie.
If you stay, I gotta stay. Then we both die. Jamie's gone. But this kid still needs your help.
Okay, fine. Just give me a second.
Make it quick. We don't have much time.
Before we go, I need your help. That thing in the cage, it was a person once. I tried to reverse the effect, but we ran out of time. I don't have it in me to do what I should. Maybe you do?
Catch you later.
Okay, so that took a few goes. Just had to finish that bit of dialogue there. Alright, so you're going to now equip your weapon. So you've got a gun. I might stick with a blunt weapon as well. So you just aim and shoot.
I'm sorry. I hope you're in a better place now.
Listen, I know we've had our problems, but please, don't let me turn into one of those things.
You're my brother. I have your back. Always.
Thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't stronger.
All right, time to go. Big Sister's got the wheel. I heard some rumors about a good place we could hole up.
Right. Let's go. Hop in the car. And let's cruise.
So how do we survive without the army around?
We keep going. As long as we stick together, we can survive anything.
From that point, you just can let go. It automatically puts you into your into the next part of the game. How's it going over there, Dudist? All right. So now we'll find the first settlement. I'm thinking it's probably going to put us in Providence Ridge. We'll see.
Sounds like we're empty again. You'd better be close.
This is the place. Pull up here. It's not much, but it should keep us safe.
Luckily, I don't need that much to get started.
Good to know. How are you feeling, little brother?
Like I got hit by a truck. This plague shit sucks.
Yes, and you need to take it seriously. Get over to the infirmary, okay?
Okay, so
Yeah, sure. The infirmary. Maybe that'll fix everything.
you can have a read through this. Okay, so you'll see there's 44 minutes, 43 minutes. The bar above the mini map on the left of the screen. If it's white, you've got an infection. When it goes red, you've actually got the blood plague. So once you get the blood plague, depending on what level, what zone you're playing in, what difficulty level, you'll have a certain amount of time to get that person into the infirmary and then to get them a cure. Okay, you need a blood plague cure in order to actually get rid of the blood plague once it's red. Okay, so thankfully there is in fact an infirmary, and we can just put him in here. Click that button there and check him in. So I now get the opportunity here to have a look at these other characters, and as I told you, you start with 4. So you've got the doctor, so he's got medicine, and then you've got this one here who was active duty military and has a fair bit of shooting and fighting experience already. Political science gives you standing rewards and influence per day. Okay. Okay. So, facilities with a projector will give you a morale bonus. And then this is the character that I was playing. And you'll see, with the way I was playing, the wit skill has been increasing. Okay, so that's almost up to full. So we can play as, I think Jessica, we can keep going as Jessica. Hopefully she won't be too tired.
I feel like shit. Better get fixed up.
Please tell me he's gonna pull through. He has to.
This isn't as good as having the actual cure, but I should be able to keep his blood plague from getting worse for a while. That is,
Okay.
if we can keep our supply of meds from running out.
Damn it, this isn't fair.
No, now, don't panic. The doc has this under control.
I know how to make a cure that'll work. That's not the issue. I just need more plague samples. My lab didn't have enough.
I think I saw a place where we can find all the samples you'll need.
All right, let me just check the trunk for a toolkit. Some of this would be better off shifted to our base.
Now, the good thing about this base here is you can spot from up here. So climb the tower.
It could be worthwhile to climb up and get a better look around. Wow, what a view.
Okay, you can just look for these. If you can't see them, just do this and you'll see them against the darkness of the character's outfit. The survivor's outfit. There you are.
I've looked around and I can say it's promising. We should make some time for scavenging runs.
I like that idea. We should prioritize buildings that have what we need most.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
All right. So, once you go into your map screen here, you can look at your community and you can also look at your base. If you click here, it will give you more more information on your resources. So if you look to the left, it tells you how many you're using per day or losing per day, or gaining per day. To the right is how many you can store, and we can only store up to 25 of each item. So we're actually okay on food there because we're only -2 a day, so that's fine. We're going to have to look for ammo. We've got nothing. We need materials and we need fuel urgently. If we click there, we can see that it's -25 morale because one of the characters has blood plague, and of course Jessica's being a nihilist and has -3 morale for the community. However, things that you do and little achievements that you have will actually give you morale as you play. So you can check that to see where it's at. This will tell you how many people you've got to do things to work in your community and how many beds you have available. So we have automatically 4 beds here, right? This of course is all the different effects that are occurring at any point in time. So you're not sure why something's happening or why you have a particular setting here in morale. You can have a look at that, and that's your threat level. As you make more noise or as there are more infestations in the game world, this threat level will increase. Now we can go and claim ourselves an outpost somewhere. So we really need to be looking at quite possibly, we are losing food and meds a day, which is normal, but there's a lot of good outposts we can get once we upgrade this facility, which will take us 5 materials. Then we'll gain another slot. Okay. You can craft items, and you have this benefit here too. So that'll give us 20 plus 20 max health for an hour and 30, and it'll take 2 meds. Do we want to do that? I know where we can get more meds, so we can do that straight away. And that reduces how many meds we've got in the community, so we need to go out and get some things.
Oh, hey.
Now, you'll see he's carrying some things that we can actually put aside. He doesn't.
I
You
can't
don't
carry
actually
that much.
don't actually need to give them. He'll still be able to shoot, even though he doesn't have all these bullets here. So let's go back to the locker and put them away. Now, if you have injuries, you can get rid of those injuries by using the first aid kit or letting the characters rest. Now, sometimes if the survivors are resting, it can take some time. If you want,
stuff I scavenged.
yay! So if you want to heal them up faster, then you just use one of these first aid kits. So we do in fact have some good things in the infirmary here so far. And that's a 22, so I can take these. Don't really need that. Okay, so that's a lure. Now I think we need one more sample in order to make the blood plague cure. And let's see what this one has.
Hey.
Alright, we'll leave her on site with the gun though. That's fine.
I've been sick a lot of my life. Nothing ever like this.
So up in the top right, it's going to tell us what we need to do. Travel to the location where Fig saw blood plague zombies, and that will be there. We do need to fix the car.
I should have this fixed in no time. I'm putting some gas in the car, but it won't last that long. I say we find a gas station and look for more fuel. The best way to make sure the repairs worked is to take this for a drive.
Okay. Oh, other end. All right. So you can turn the headlights on like that by using the upward D-pad. Upward, did you hear me? Sorry, upward D-pad. There you go. This tells you a little bit about cars.
Okay, it's working fine. That's a relief. I'd hate to be stuck walking all the time. Driving is faster, it's safer, and lets me bring back way more supplies.
You can flip a door to knock down zombies if you need to. Like that. Oh, we've got some here.
That red air tells me a plague heart is around here somewhere. Probably lots of plague zombies too.
And if you run over them backwards, it doesn't affect the car. Very little. There we go. Get a sample.
My skin is crawling.
Another sample.
Must be a plague heart nearby.
And we will go up to the other area as well.
Better give it one more hit. All right, I found the plague sample we need.
Nice work. We're one step closer to the cure my patient here needs.
All right. So we've got quite a few, but we will go to the location they gave us as well. And because there are materials there, I think, so it's quite useful.
It looks okay, but with a plague heart nearby, no place can really be secure.
Sometimes zombies are inside different locations, so just be aware of that. It can be helpful to sneak in and just try to sneak up and execute them. Yeah, seeds are useful. Okay, we'll grab some things and then I'll take you through the other start. Okay, well, we need those.
Now that's what I call loot.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Put some things in the car. And there'll be food in the walking depot as well. Okay, so just put that there for now. Now, if we claim something here, the plague heart is over here somewhere, so we haven't found that just yet. We'll have to climb up that to find it. We can, however, get the service station, so right. So we can always run back over here. Alright. Let's equip the bow.
No these, no worries.
Right. Let's claim this.
The work's done. Our new outpost is ready anytime. That said, I think we could spend a little more time upgrading it.
Okie doke. Now you can store 2 gas cans in a slot in the car. So let's go bring the car over. Now I'll just grab this. So you can store 2 of those and 2 repair kits in a slot as well. Don't suppose we have anything else. Could be something here. Yep. Parts are useful for repairing. Let's just get on top of this food situation very, very quickly. Make sure there's lots there because they do complain if the food starts to get a bit low. There we go. And I can now level up my wit skill. So we can have scouting or we can have resourcefulness. And I think in this early stage, let's get resourcefulness. Means we can carry just a little bit more. Okay, there we go, fantastic. And medicine. Very good find. Alright, so we're getting really well established. We do need materials. If you run out of materials, then then things start to break down, and it takes some time, some in-game time to repair them. So try not to run out of materials. It's not a good idea. Alright. Now we can always come back down to get things out of here. Oh, wrecking the joint already. Okay, so there were blood plague Z's over here
This is it.
apparently.
Okay. I'm not letting you down. Not like I let Mom down.
Can hear it? Where is it? Oh, there's something there. It's a bit glitchy for some reason. What's that? Oh, I've just got stuck. Can't shoot through these fence, so. They're not plague Z's. We already got our plague cures, so. Not our plague cure, our plague samples. That's why. Otherwise, you'd come here and you'd have the blood plague zombies. What they're going to come round to. They want to come and play anyway. Right, well, there's not much else here, is there? Thought there was more. Oh well. Never mind. Let's just get this home, make the plague cure, and to find out where the plague heart is, of course, you want to go up that tower there. Just want to get this load home, and we could always come back.
Okay, I brought back the sample. How's he doing?
I'm starting to think dying would be better than this.
Relax. Everything will be fine. And you, Please drop the sample in our supply locker.
We now have enough plague samples to make the cure for my brother. We should get on that as soon as possible.
Okay, so we're out of storage for one of those things. So what I can do is I can quickly run in and go grab that item. Back out again. I think it was food, was it? Yeah, I've gone over on food by... No? Really? 25 of 25? Okay, not understanding that. But anyway, it thinks we're over. We can just take the rucksack back out. Right, so you'll notice that since I took resourcefulness, I now have an extra pocket here. Okay, where I can free up a space. Alright, so let's go through this and then we'll jump out of this game, delete it, and we'll start with imported characters for something different. Alright, we now have enough. There we go.
Okay, I have the cure in hand. No more lying around for you.
Here it is.
Not to stress you out or anything, but I'm still kind of dying here.
There you go.
I know things look bad, but this is your best shot to beat this.
Thank you. Thank you. Now that I'm not dying, I can...
Thank you. Because of us working together, my brother is alive. As long as we stick together, I have a feeling we'll be in this for the long haul.
Now,
All right, we survived. That's good. But we ain't the only ones out here trying to do that. Unless we start killing some uglies, nobody's gonna last in this town for long. In my experience, the best way to find uglies is to follow the screamers. I saw one on our way into town.
we've got a builder.
We should
Sheriff?
worry about our base before we go out hunting Zeds.
Trader
For this place to be functional, we need to upgrade it with some building materials.
and a warlord. So now it's going to want you to choose a leader. Oh, okay. Address the zombie threat. So you'll get these missions. We still need to get materials. Yeah, for sure. Alright, I'm going to opt out at this point. So from here you just follow along with the missions. And once you have materials, you can build yourself some facilities. You'll see this one, sheltered beds. You can buy, build yourselves all kinds of things. Okay, so you can have a look at what they are and what you need to do them. So this is your starter base, and when you go to the map, there are other bases to choose from. Okay, so that one you need 4 people. Once we've got 357 influence. Once we get to 500 influence, we can actually move to this base, which is a larger facility, and it gives us much more
Listen,
scope.
we can't keep our house in one piece if we're out of materials.
There's another one, a 4-person base. Okay, so we can move to either of those. This one is claimed by a plague heart, so you'd need to find and clear the plague hearts before you are able to move there. Plus, you need 8 people in order to move to the Prescott Fire Station. And there is one here, which is the lumber mill. Once again, it's an 8-person base or larger, so you need to have 8 people and you need more influence. It also has a plague heart or 2. There's just one. Okay, and what else have we got? Did I miss any? Right, so you can see straight away what the bases are. You can have a look at their facilities. That is a special outpost called a landmark outpost, and it will give you a unique ability. Other outposts are just generally marked on your map, as we saw, so you'll know because they look like that as opposed to like that. They have a circle around them, and when you click on it, it'll tell you what it gives you. So this is a medical outpost, potential meds outpost. It'll tell you how much you need in order to claim it and what the benefits are. That's food. Food. Ammunition. Right. I'm going to exit the game. Now, if we go into campaign, these are legacy pool characters that I already have stored. Some are completely fresh that I just rolled and popped in there, and some have already had playthroughs. Want to manage communities? We are going to delete community. Yes. That gives us a fresh slot. Now in that slot, let's go and build a community from scratch. We want to skip the tutorial this time. And we're just staying in the green zone. We could go to Trumbull Valley, or there's Mare Valley, Drucker County. I have a fondness for Drucker County and Cascade Hills. Now Trumbull Valley is a unique map. It has a lot of extra quests, okay, which are to do with State of Decay 1, the original story, and Trumbull Valley was what you would have experienced in the map in the original story. So you would have been in Trumbull Valley in State of Decay 1, and so that's been refreshed, so to speak, and this is like an updated storyline, the continued storyline of Trumbull Valley. Okay, so you can do that, and it also is just the normal game in there as well. So let's go to Drucker County. I do like Drucker County. We'll go there. Okay, now we'll do without the favours and all of that. So as you can see here, I haven't completed these legacies aside from the trader legacy in Green Zone. So as you go through the different legacies in the Green Zone, you will in fact have all of these perks available to you, and you can choose, I think, choose up to 2 legacy boons when you start. But we don't need any to start this, and just have a look at how we can manage characters and what we can do within this zone. Okay. Right, so now I started a game and I'm going to go recruit a character, which is an A. That comes from my legacy pool. I started a game and I rolled some characters, but then I cleared that slot to do something else. But in the meantime, I sent the characters that I liked into the legacy pool with the vision of building their skills in Green Zone and then importing them back into another zone. And you can do that if you're, say, this one is a mechanic and you haven't been able to find a decent mechanic, then you could import Connie. This character here has some very good skills. If I click on her, you can see that she has the Just Keep Going skill there, which is minus 40% fatigue severity, and she gets a bonus on her stamina. She is also a sharpshooter, auto mechanic, and has the scouting skill. I have loaded Connie with a bunch of stuff to help out. Okay, so we won't take Connie into this community because I do have some survivors that I've found, so we don't have to go through the rolling process, which I love, and I'll probably like spend hours and hours in there and bore you senseless. But so who have we got here? A pathologist. Yeah, these are from some former communities. Now, an interesting thing is sports trivia helps with the experience rate so that the community learns faster and develops skills faster. But we want to start fresh start-ish. I'm not sure if I've loaded these people yet. I think I've loaded them all. Let's see. Oh, this one not so much. So Miko is a gardener. And this one can learn a skill. I have, however, loaded them up with something. See, as I sent there last night. So some of these were from a community. I had to clear the slot for today, for this playthrough. So therefore, I was up rather late, sort of, yeah, clearing up some communities, trying to decide also which community I was going to shut down so that I'd have a slot to do this playthrough. So we can actually bring through somebody, we can bring Connie. What I suppose, you know, given that you may have people from a former playthrough, let's have a look at how that all functions. So this one's pathologist, auto mechanic, sports trivia. Yeah, why not? We'll recruit Connie. And Connie is a builder. Now, this one we can go a random survivor. So let's see what we can find in a random survivor. Somebody completely fresh. Okay. Afraid of everything, built barricades, neighborhood watch. Potentially a powerhouse, being a heavy hitter. And you'll see also what kind of legacy they will have. This one is a trader. So carries the hand sanitizer, means they have some infection resistance. And this person is a gardener. So Isabella Santos talks to plants. I hope that's not going to attract the zombies. But anyway, we can have a look a bit further on. We've got a medicine person here. And you can go back to, and we'll stick with Isabella. And so you can actually recruit again if you want to, or you can go to a random survivor. So let's recruit Connie and 2 random survivors. Why not? Let's see what we can find. Angel. Scrum certification. A former rock star. Wow. Oh, now this is a good one because it gives 2+2 food per day. So in higher levels where there's much more scarcity and your survivors use more resources every day, you'll definitely, something like fishing is a very good skill to have. Lichenology, I think, is the other one that gives you plus, is it? Yeah, I think it gives you food. Research assistant, okay, angler, loved riding bikes. That's a funny name. Okay, so let's have a look. What else can we find? So we've got a mechanic and a gardener. Now the driving trait, quickly, is pretty good because it protects your vehicles and you don't go through as much fuel. Your vehicle is stronger and quieter. Okay, so that's not a bad trait to have in from Dread Zone up. Watched Sports is clearly good at fighting. good health. Just going to flick through pretty quickly. Bronto. Okay, so a high pain threshold. So what does that give us? 150 health to start. Very good. Has some cardio, has some fighting experience. I think Maggie will be just fine. And then you'll see that the bottom slot in the skills is empty, which means that whatever skill we require in the community or want in the community, Maggie can learn that skill. Okay, so we can start the community now. Good. If I click the right thing, there we go. Yes. And so you'll get this beginning.
And we're empty again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel? Not me. Last time I almost walked right into a horde.
I have a better idea. We could settle down here, instead of moving on.
I admit it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through. Now that you mention it, it does feel kinda homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
And going to crouch straight away. See how see how Connie was running off? Not Connie, this one here. Maggie was running off. Yeah, there's a thing where they run away. So in order to keep them close at hand, just stay in crouch. Now, what have we got in the car? Food and meds. All right, let's see what we can find. Being in green zone, it's now. I think
We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be.
that's a benefit right there of importing somebody. Now, I am going to have to take something because she's traveling heavy, which is not good. The ammo press, in fact, on second thoughts, let's go back and put that into the vehicle. Put that in.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
Alright. That's better. We might just have to keep... Yeah, I've got 4 slots in this. Oh, she's carrying a fair
We
bit.
really ought to think
Maggie.
hard about where our next home should
Yep.
be.
There we go, that's not too bad. She's got quite a good carrying capacity. Alright, let's go. Now, I don't think I gave Connie fuel, but you
really hope
can
we find a new home soon.
do that. You can have someone set up with fuel and a whole bunch of things. So we do have a medicine textbook there too. So we've got a few things on Connie. forgot to do this, didn't I? There we go. Okay.
I always loved being around children. I was a babysitter for a while, and then I worked in daycare. No matter how bad I felt, if I knew I had someone to take care of, that kept me going.
Oh, shoot. Watch out. Trouble coming.
Oh, now where was I? No matter how bad I felt, if I knew I had someone to take...
Right, got rid of that problem. Okay, so we should be able to find something here that...
Oh boy, this is the good stuff.
Yeah. Use that.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
Who wants it?
We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be.
Yeah. Actually, I might as well collect those. So that's enough, probably for Connie. Connie. Maggie, I keep getting them confused. Alright.
Oh, there's some good stuff here.
Alright. So if a place isn't overrun, just loot what you can.
We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be. We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be.
Okay, maybe there.
We shouldn't
No?
stay here long.
Try the other side.
Okay, we'll take it slow.
What about this? There we go. Okay, good. Useful. Might be able to get mates here actually. Oh, just one of those.
This one time when I was feeling down, I got talked into taking a tango. We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be. Oh, now where was I? This one time when I was feeling down, I got talked into taking a tango class. So unlike me. I had more fun than I thought possible. I always meant to go back, but somehow I never got around to it.
They all have their little stories.
We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be.
Yeah, we are. We're thinking very hard about it. So you want to get what you can before nightfall. And also while it's quiet. If it's quiet, just take advantage of that situation.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
We will. Don't fret. Don't need that for now. Okay, if we find a weapon that's particularly good, but I will show you once we get there how you can get yourself a bunch of weapons straight away anyway. Okay, chemicals, very useful.
No more Zeds? I'm calling that a win. Well, I guess that's all there is here.
Okay.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
Okay. So that's that. Got an 8-slot backpack as well, which is really good. There's nothing else here. Now we could continue, but we are close to a petrol station, so there's really no need. We just go straight down to the petrol station and get what we need there. So back we go. We'll fuel the car and get back to our new home. And then order in some supply drops. Here we are, see? Use the radio commands. Yep, put the fuel in. Okay, off we go.
We really need to speed up.
No, we don't.
Let's be careful. There's a few nearby.
Okay, so when you arrive, you will need to fight off some Z's. There shouldn't be too many.
Okay, I'm here and I'm getting started.
You can take that one down or not. Might just wander off. Now we can't put anything into here until we claim the place. So let's go.
This place needs a little work, but it could be a good home for us.
Oh, can't see anything. Can hear something.
All right then. Once we claim this place, it's officially ours.
Oh, I like that idea.
Right, we're in. We've got some resources.
Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
There we go.
Want to do some scouting? Could find something useful.
Things are going well here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All wrapped up.
That's great.
Right. That's
I can't carry that much.
Yep. Bit too much. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of all this.
Here you go.
Alright, now where's the other one? There's one more thing. That's right, okay. Great. Not sure where Connie is. Let's fix this. Put a Z hanging around outside the gate.
Take care until I get back, okay?
Yeah, there's a few hanging around. I don't know about fighting on a cliff like that. It's a bit crazy. Can't really swing very well. Come on. Alright. So, see down there, there's food there. Back this way, there's a petrol station. And just across the other side is a building area where you can get a whole lot of building materials. Okay, and there's also a tower to climb to look around. So what we can do, yeah, I don't really, the gates kind of bother me a bit, so. 65 plague samples straight away. Okay, so we can get ourselves lots of cures and so on. And we'll leave those on her.
If only I had room for it.
No, I don't have room for it. Right.
I found some useful things while I was out.
So, what you can do, if you need anything, you can go here and radio out, and they will give you a location to go and search. You can get these supply drops, ranged weapons, a regular supply drop.
Can I get a supply
Yes.
drop?
That'll
We're
give you
on it.
some guns.
We owe you, fair and square.
Okay. We owe ourselves. So, it's just down there. What else can we do? This is for multiplayer, just here. There we go. We can get ourselves a better car straight away. Something with storage.
I need wheels.
I know the perfect person for the job.
Okay. Seems that the Connie's the go-to person for all these deliveries. Okay. Where's our car? Ah, just down here. Right. So that's a van and will give us a lot more storage. There we go. Now, if we did want to send somebody away or import somebody, let's have a look at that. So, I don't think we can just yet, can we? We've played them for long enough, maybe? Oh, there we go. Okay, so if you have it here, once you click on them, you can't do it. So we can send to Legacy Pool, and you can import from Legacy Pool as well. However, to import someone from the Legacy Pool, where is it here? Recruit a Legacy Survivor. We need 1,200 influence in order to do that. Okay. So Independence Pack, you can also get weapon delivery, which will give you the pyro launcher, and the pyro launcher is really good for getting rid of infestations and dealing with plague hearts and hordes. Okay, so we can hit that.
Can I get a supply drop?
I'm sure you'll be fine, hun.
So you can get off to a really good start really quickly. Okay, and you can get this one too.
I'd really appreciate some supplies.
There we go. Now, down here is our supply drop. Down here is the car. So we can just head over this way. Oh, did I put everything in? No. Running will increase your cardio, so it's good to get that skill up. There we go. Alright. Let's keep that one in the car. Although, we're going to bring the meat wagon, so yeah, maybe not. Okay. Let's go get our car, our van. Where is it exactly? Just there? Should be able to get down just over here. Hopefully. Yeah. Not quite. There you go. So your shooting skill will raise quite considerably with the bow. And the good thing about the bow is in the early stages you get your ammunition back. Especially the light crossbow. The heavier crossbow, not so much. Now there's also another car here. And there we go. Look at that. Got a gun straight away, and it's a shotgun too, and it's relatively quiet, I think, for a shotgun. That's not bad. But we can have that on site to kill juggernauts. So, great. Where's that car? Oh, other way. There we are. Little circle around it. That way. I walked straight past it. There it is. Okay. Ah. Righto. So we'll get a rucksack of fuel.
Okay.
And claim this petrol station. Special feature of this car is that it drops a piece of meat which distracts or draws all these zombies into one area, so that then you can just drive back over them. Or throw a Molotov or something similar.
This might take some effort. No more Zeds? I'm calling that a win. I've finished our new outpost. But I
Right.
can't help thinking that a bit more effort would be worth spending here.
Alright. So that will currently give us 1 fuel per day. I'll put that in for someone at the other end. We're going to go and pick up some stuff. Great.
If that screamer sees me, it's going to call its friends.
Right, if they say something like that, then just go to your map and have a look, and you'll see where it is. It's a bit far away at the moment, so we shouldn't have any trouble. Right. What else can we find in here? Oh, over there.
Oh, hey, this will be useful.
Fuel tank. Some mechanic coveralls. And another one. Got some food, I think, is it? Jerry cans. What's that one? Oh, yes, materials. Nice. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of loot in Green Zone. It's just everywhere. You'll find so many things. So you'll find that you just don't have enough carrying capacity for all of the things that you find. And it can take several trips if you want to loot everything. Or you can just do as I did here and claim the location, and then you can just put it into the locker. So we have one more. Where was that? Alright, Mega start. Let's go drive up and see what we've got in this supply drop over here. Plus, there's often a weapon up here. There we go. Great. That's away then. Ah, yes, a toolkit. Very nice.
This is a lot of stuff to carry.
It is. Great. There we go. So that's going to help us to start building facilities. All right. I don't know if there's any point in actually heading over there just yet. We can go back to base, drop this off, come back and grab a little bit more. Or we can just put it all in here, but we do have some materials and a few things, so let's get it back to base for now. We also want to clear this while we can. Get that started. There you go. So that's what it does, and you'll see they're all running to the piece of meat, and then you just do that. Yeah, always check because they run up on you when you're in the car boot doing things, typically. Just put this in order. Okay, well, we don't really have much in the way of ammo just yet, so we can leave that in there to use. But the crossbow is good at the start, it's very quiet. In fact, I'm going to say that being in the green zone, we're going to find a lot anyway. So we can keep looking and see what else we can find. Let's have a look at how we're at. So we've got lots of materials now, plenty. We do need to get meds, and we definitely need to get ammunition. So let's go and have a look here, and that will show us what all these buildings here are. We also do have the supply drops to collect the pyro launcher from. You can see that there's a play card just here. Okay, so where are they? There we go. So this one is a shotgun. We've got another shotgun. I don't mind this shotgun, it's not too bad. I don't really like that one. Not fussed on that. I like this weapon. This is a good one. Doesn't have a lot of power, but it's very quiet and it's got good accuracy. So, and this one too, because you find a lot of 9mm. So some of these bullet types you don't find a lot of, but you do find 9mm. Right, so we need to make an infirmary straight away because we don't have one in this base. We do have a kitchen, storage, the built-in bunk room, got the command center and the master bedroom. Okay, so we've got 3 extra beds. So let's get this
I'm
going.
glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
There we go.
We've got an issue over here. Can you come help us out?
On my way.
All right.
You're the best.
So what you can do is where's that one? Yeah, find something there. Let's go get this. And then head down and get that one and then pop back up to here. So what you can do is not only learn the map with much easier combat and less difficulty in finding and managing resources, but you can also import characters and train them and then export them and import them into another enclave. All right, so that's the other thing you can do. I'll come back to that one. Let's get our supply drops for now. This one's over here. And you can just drive through fences. Alright, I think we're clear. There we go, Starshank and the Pyro. I don't use the Starshank, but I do use the Pyro. And this one here will knock down enemy in front of you. The Grillmeister's a good weapon. I actually quite like the Grillmeister. That is a very powerful weapon to have on you at all times. Okay, just gets rid of hordes.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, there we go. We can equip this actually. And let's drop that. Are they chasing me or are they eating that thing? They're chasing.
Good hustle, everyone. That's one more project complete.
See if they come down. had one or two more. Alright, sorted. And we can find meds just there. Great, so now we can make ammunition with this. Those kill juggernauts, bouncing Borises. Those are distractors. That is just a whole lot of fun in the green zone. It's so loud that it draws every Z around. You end up with 20, 30 Z's. The higher.
This stuff is heavy.
The higher the zone, the more you're going to get. So, yeah. If you just want to stand back and shoot a whole lot of stuff at them, and throw lots of Molotovs or whatever you want to do. Oh, okay. That's right, I already thought that. And that's a whole lot of fun. You've got to do it at least once, I reckon. Clears the area. Well, you clear the area. Or you can use it to distract the zombies out of the area if you want. So. Now, I'm going to change characters. This one's getting tired. Yep, down the pole. Okay. Leave that in there. That needs fixing. It's not too bad. Actually, it's not too bad at all. Alright. And we don't need this backpack. Just switch back to the small backpack for now. And that keeps her in travelling light so that she will actually recover faster. So go to outpost options, open the outpost, and we're going to let someone take over. So we don't really need Connie at this stage. We need to work Maggie's skills up. So what we want to do is build ourselves some facilities that are going to help us to level characters faster. Okay. Alright, so we do have the infirmary going. We need to make ourselves a workshop. And we can build a fighting gym or a shooting range to try to get our skills up faster. So that's how you can level up your characters a little faster, that they can improve. This will give us also increase our stamina, and this one here will increase health. So we can build a fighting gym. We need 2 people for that. Can we do it? It says that we can. Let's do it. Okay, so I've got some good stamina items. I might switch this around. Those work a bit faster, and take those. probably take. I'll take the crossbow because we've got to gather. We have samples, so we can just go and. Yeah, we've already got samples, haven't we? I brought those. One of our imported character had those. Imported survivor. So how many do we need? 3? 3, I think. And we don't need anything else. We can go collecting things. I will keep that in the vehicle in case we hit a bloater out and about. So always keep that in your vehicle. Always have a first aid kit there. So let's just go and drop this off. Alright. Before we get there, as you clear areas, you will increase the safe zone, where the no spawn zone. So they can wander in, but they won't actually spawn in that particular area. So let's see what we've got out and about. And I do need to get bolts out of the supply locker.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Forgot about that. Okay. Let's go get our bolts. Alright. Yep. Need ammo. And need a weapon, huh? I've actually never even tried this Freedom Ringer. I did try a similar weapon the other night, but you see it's got full durability. So basically it just knocks them down and then you can execute them. That's the whole idea. The bow machete is not bad. I do actually prefer, it's a heavy weapon. Yeah, I do prefer the knockdown, and this doesn't have it. You see there's not any lethality on this one. This one's got some lethality, a lot of impact. Impact and knockdown mostly, so yeah, we might equip it. How heavy is it? Oh, it's not too bad actually. Okay, so you'll find everything is a whole lot easier. How do we get to this place again?
I can taste blood in the air. I think a plague heart is nearby. Probably lots of plague zombies, too.
Over there. Okay. Ah.
I think I just wandered into plague territory.
With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected.
Okay, so this one
the
of them.
recipe if you need it.
I'm glad you could help.
Stay alive, all right?
See what they've got. We're going to go collect meds. We'll be fine. Police battle of Prang.
So, I think this
Got some more.
qualifies as news. The only way we survive in this town is by ridding it of blood plague.
Sure thing.
Here we go. And they gave us some fuel.
Oh, hey there. Want to come in?
All right. So there's actually a campsite over here too. Just here. And you can often find weapons and such here. And I can see a screamer. Is there? It's going to get quite interested in us.
Glad that's taken care of.
And once again, until you have more ammunition, it's a good idea to use the crossbows. It's also good for your shooting skill.
Hey, I suppose it could be worse.
Wasn't very much, was it? And some parts. Not much else. So what can we see now in the map? Let's have a look. Alright. So we can go down to the cell tower here and explore a little bit more. Now this can be quite dangerous down here. So in green zone, not so bad, but you'll generally find quite a lot of Z's hang around this place.
I think we should visit the neighbors and share some of our loot.
Getting the wit skill up. Can hear it? Where is it?
I've got to keep that one down.
Alright, so that's actually quite good. Knocked it down first hit. Let's get our materials and head back. Plenty of chemicals.
Seems to be clear. Found something.
Okay.
let's head.
Another project finished. Great job, folks.
Great. So for the sake of it,
The outpost is looking good. And I can see how we might improve it even more.
oh, you've already got gas can. Don't need it yet. Okay. All right. So we now have 18 fuel, 15 materials. No ammo. We need to go down to the ammo store. We need to go to the medical center down the road, and we also need to go to the food stand down the road and get food as well. But if we get this going, it will cost us 1 meds, 1 food, and a person, labor, and will increase our health. Okay, so increases the fighting experience rate and increases our health. There we go. So you can see we're looking better already as far as health goes. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're actually going to have to jump out the window again. And jump in the window again. Get rid of this. Okay, so very easy to get your enclave going in this zone. You can change the difficulty if you want by going to this screen, going across to the difficulty, and you can increase it. If you do this, it restarts your map and you will end up with everything you've collected, but you'll have to re-establish your outposts. It will refund you the money you've spent to get those outposts, but you will have to actually go down and re-establish them. And wherever you are is where you'll end up. You will also have to rebuild facilities if you go to another level map. You can change your action and community difficulty without the same situation, but when the map refreshes, then all of those other things have to be done. Can I hear something? Thought I could hear a Z. So yeah, just be aware. But you can definitely, really drive around like a Looney Tune if you want to, have an absolute ball, without worrying too much about the car being completely ruined. So the higher the difficulty you play, the more damage the car and you take. Okay, so it's worth reading through those settings and just being aware. In this zone, of course, everything is... You'll see I'm getting some really good things straight away there. So that's one of the bonuses. There's so much loot that if you wanted to get established and then switch across to a map, you get to keep all the loot you found. Okay, so that's one way that you can do it to get ahead faster if you want to, or you can just zip around in the green zone and explore the entire map, and look for special weapons and all sorts of things without so much stress of being overwhelmed, by blood plague freaks, so to speak. Okay, 'cause that's always a concern at the start. 10 points. Always get 10 points when you hit one of those. Alright. So this is the gun store, just here. see. And yes, I don't know where the break is. Alright. Another way over there.
Maybe I'll get lucky and find something here.
Hopefully not a Z.
No sign of creepers here.
Okay. Alright, crossbow straight away. Now, in order to claim this, we would need to upgrade. I've got 15, I think we can. We can upgrade. And once you upgrade, you'll see that the signal antenna can be put in, and that will give us an extra slot too. Okay, so we have enough to make a plague cure. Do we have enough to make meds? We need ethanol. And we need materials for that. We don't want to use our materials just yet. As far as food goes, if you want to make food there, you need ethanol again and seeds. There we go. Okay, we found ourselves some ammo. We can head back to base.
Oh, not bad, I suppose.
Okay,
That's almost as much as I can carry.
it is. So we can always come back down here. Maybe come and claim this one or the one next door.
Looks clear.
Okay. We'll come back down here too when we do. Probably find, should be meds in here, I'd say.
That's pretty heavy.
Okay, there we go.
Well, that's the last of that.
Just use that. All right. So we're good to go back to base. And you can just keep on playing from here. Everything is a lot easier. You can, if you have played in higher levels, build your characters here and then import them as you need to into your other playthroughs. Now, the other thing I haven't mentioned that is a particularly good reason to have the green zone is if you've got someone who's learning and is in green zone, or someone who's struggling with their own playthrough, their own community, you can invite them into your zone, into your green zone, okay, through multiplayer, and travel around together, and they will collect separate parcels to you. So they're not going to get your loot, they'll find their own loot. The game separates it so that they can then get back on top with their own community by gaining some loot and finding items in your game. So you can help your friends to get ahead with their communities if they're playing in harder levels, or you can just go around together and just have a whole lot of fun and explore the world without too much stress. The freaks in this game are not blood feral freaks or blood freaks. So you don't have blood ferals, you have normal ferals and so on. And it's a lot more forgiving. You don't take as much damage. You still need to be careful, but you don't take as much damage as you would in higher levels from ferals, juggernauts and so on. So you can learn to fight them in this level if you want, in the green zone, and then step it up, so get good at it here. Although it is slightly different, and they will fight a little bit harder in other levels. But it's a good place to start, okay? It's a good place to train because it's relatively safe. You can learn how to fight zombies. So there's things that you can do. You can see how much damage you would take, for instance, or how they're going to... How close do I get before this one is... Yeah, see now she sees me?
That won't work.
I can't grab her like that. If I go behind her, I can grab. And now I can throw her. Okay? So you can learn moves like that. You can look through the in-game tutorials that are provided, and also on the State of Decay channel on YouTube, and there's some tutorial material there as well. But it's a good place to practice all these different things, so that when you go into higher levels or are in more challenging situations, then you will be able to react better. Okay, so alright, so back home to the base.
Hey folks, I'm back.
Okay, so that's it for this week. From here, you would just continue to build this, and then you can look at, you want to go scoping around the area, but you can have a look at what other places are on your map. You've got the Wheelhouse Truck Stop, which isn't too bad, and it has an auto shop, which means you can upgrade your vehicles and see what that's like. If you've only just started this game, it's a good place to go to upgrade vehicles and see what each of the vehicles looks like once it is upgraded too.
Need to take it down before it gets too close.
Okay, yeah, see. When they say something like that, you can mark it, and when you come out of this, you can see how far that bloater is. Just look for the little arrow on your map, and up there it says, if you can see it, 88 meters. Alright. Okay, so yeah, there's quite a few different bases in this game. In the Drucker County, there is the Wally's Bar and Grill. There's the Knights Family Drive-In, which I'm not too fussed on. I like this one. The Barricaded Strip Mall is the ultimate. That's an 8-person base, and it's a very good one too.
Hey folks, we sure would appreciate some help over here.
And Mike's Concrete is actually a pretty good base to get going on. You do have a lot of Juggernauts, and there's a feral that consistently spawns here. Juggernauts consistently spawn down there. So each of the bases will have pluses and minuses about them, and yeah, there's some tutorials on that too. Get Good Fox actually goes through the features of each base and gives you his opinion on those bases, so you can have a look at his channel. I've got it linked, and see what he thinks of the bases. And he's a strategic player, so he can tell you what he thinks from that point.
Hello? Would you be willing to meet up for introductions? I don't bite. promise.
From that point of view. Okay, so thanks for joining me. I'm Saphiria and this is Gamer 50 Plus. Every Wednesday I go through a game and show you how you can play it easier for more relaxation or for utility like this, where you may be developing a character for another enclave that's in a higher level that you've created, another community. Okay. All the best and take care, and I shall see you back on Friday at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for 7 days. I can't say the last bit apparently because, yeah. Those words can apparently give you some trouble. So I won't, but you can have a look in my stream schedule. So 3 times a week I stream for between 8 and 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. See you in the next time. Bye.